Here we go with the Pinnacle Vodka Tail of the Tape in the welterweight division. Nick DELOMBA, professional debut, 148 pounds, standing at 5 feet 8 inches from Cranston, Rhode Island. His opponent, Jimmy Smith, a fellow pro debut, weighing 149.5 pounds, 5 feet 8 inches from Portland, Maine. Both fighters ready to go here. We're going to send it down to Bill Carpenter in the center of the ring for the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pinnacle Vodka Bout, a special attraction scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Your referee is Joey Lupino. Introducing the blue corner first, he's wearing the solid white trunks. He weighed in at 149.5 pounds. Making his professional debut, he comes to us tonight from Portland, Maine. Please welcome this veteran of 2 tours in Iraq, Marine Sergeant Jimmy Smith. His opponent across the ring to my right, fighting out of the red corner, is wearing the blue trunks trimmed in white. He tipped the scales at 148 pounds. Also making his professional debut here with us this evening, he's fighting out of Cranston, Rhode Island. Introducing Nick Nice DELOMBA. Referee Joey Lupino with final instructions.
All right, fellas, we went over the rules in the dressing rooms, all right? You're both professionals. Let's act like professionals. No BS, all right? Keep it clean. You're both great right here. Touch them up. Good luck. God bless.
6 rounds of boxing welterweights.
Ready for the next bout here at the Twin River Event Center. Brought to you by Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment and Sports. I'm Pat Sullivan, my broadcast partner tonight, the pride of Providence, Peter Manfredo Jr. Peter, an interesting storyline here. We have 2 professional debut fighters, and it's a 6-round bout.
It is. It's unbelievable to me. It doesn't make much sense. You have to crawl before you walk in this game. You know, Nick. He's a great amateur fighter. I did a lot of sparring with him, getting him ready. He's definitely could go 6, but your pro debut, you're a little nervous. You might get tired. Who knows? You got to, like I said, you got to crawl before you walk. But Jimmy Smith also, I worked with him a lot. He's been there. He could do 6. So the 2 tough fights right here, 2 tough fighters. It's going to be a dogfight.
And DELOMBA actually wanted it a 6-round fight, so he wanted to make a statement here in his professional debut.
He wanted to be different, yep.
We'll see how he handles Jimmy Smith here. As we heard in the introductions, 2 tours in Iraq, and right now he's laying it on DELOMBA, but DELOMBA comes right back pretty well. Yeah,
he does. Like I said, a lot of amateur experience. I sparred him a lot for my last fight. He's definitely got game, he's ready, but Jimmy Smith, same thing. Game, he's ready. And what he has to do is rough him up. Beautiful right hand by Jimmy Smith there.
Jimmy Smith from Portland, Maine. Did a lot of training down here in Rhode Island when he was stationed here on a Marine base.
2 tours. He's a hero. Regardless of what happens tonight, doesn't matter. He's a hero.
Right there, nice stiff jab. DELOMBA walked right into it.
Oh, yeah. Getting his combinations off nice.
What's going to be interesting to see in this fight is the stamina of both fighters, especially if it does go 6 rounds. Coming from an amateur experience where you're wearing bigger gloves and you're wearing headgear and you can throw more punches because you're more or less going for points, to now where there's no headgear and you can go for knockouts, stamina is completely different.
Of course, and that's your first professional fight, so the jitters are going to be there regardless. You're going to be tense, you're anxious, the jitters are going to be there. It's going to take a toll on him, I think, later in the fight. That's just my guess.
Peter, I know it seems like many moons ago and many world title fights ago, your professional debut. What was it like when you stepped through those ropes for the first time?
I was nervous. I remember my father getting married that day, so I had to wait until he got back from his honeymoon. And, you know, I was the swing boat that night. I was after the main event, so, you know, I couldn't be more nervous than that. So it was definitely, it took a toll. I mean, I went 4 rounds, but I felt good doing it. But I was definitely winded after the 4 rounds.
It's a much different game when you take the headgear off, and it's professional boxing as opposed to amateur. And right now, both fighters look like they got pretty good stamina, and Jimmy Smith is weathering the early storm here from DELOMBA, but he's countering really well.
Yeah, they're both having their game. They're both getting their way right now. Hard round to score so far. Good round.
Nick, nice DELOMBA. Here's corner, tell him to start hitting the body. Trains out at Gary Belletto's gym.
Listen.
Fight fans, your favorite whiskey has gone cherry. Check out Red Stag, Jim Beam's new black cherry flavored whiskey, and an official sponsor of the new era.
Start sitting on your body punch. Step around when you're done. In and out. When he comes, attacks, have step back right to the body. Keep going in and out. In and out. You understand?
To buy or rent a new home, looking to refinance, or just make it
Yeah, right? Don't let him dictate.
visit Famous
Step in with your jab and give a couple of rhinos in there.
You notice Paul Schwartz's trainer said, don't let him dictate. If you noticed earlier in the first round, Jimmy Smith, he dictated the round, so he won the first part of the round, and I don't know if Nick did enough to take the round, but that's exactly what he meant.
Now this is a little different than the previous fight when we were talking about a fighter getting down in the first 2 rounds. In a 6-round fight, if you lose the first 2 rounds, there's still a whole 4 more rounds that you can come back from. I know psychologically you don't want to lose 2 rounds,
right?
But you can fill out an opponent for 2 rounds to still win the fight.
Of course. You got more ground to make up.
See DELOMBA coming forward with a nice combination.
Working the body, listen to his corner. They told him to go to the body more. The first thing he did was come out of the corner and went to the body. Jimmy Smith's a Marine. He's going to come. He's tough.
Still a lot of boxing left between these professional debuts.
Nick looks much better this round, much more comfortable. It looks like he's settled in a little bit. He's landing more shots. Working behind his jab, keeping his distance.
Both fighters standing at 5 feet, 8 inches. Really no height or reach advantage between the two.
Good 1-2, right hand, left hook.
Now you see DELOMBA working with Smith's back up against the ropes. Pete, what's it like the first time you take that headgear off in an actual fight?
I remember when I did it, I was very nervous but anxious at the same time. You know, I wanted to kill my opponent. You know, that's a bad way to say it, but you know, you turn into a little animal. You know, you don't want to get hurt, you don't want to get hit, and you want to do all the damage. So, but like I said, both of these guys, they look very comfortable. They look like they've been doing it all the time. You know, they look very you see the up-down body shot by Nick. He looks schooled. He's seasoned. Got a lot of experience. You could tell.
I know it's only 2 rounds, but you're right. Certainly neither fighter looks like it's their professional debut. It looks like they've been fighting without headgear for a while.
Yeah.
Break! Step back! Step back!
Nice lead left there by DELOMBA. It looks like that's really his punch is that lead left. It seems to set up some good shots there for Smith if he takes that first punch. If he's able to block that lead jab, DELOMBA hasn't been able to follow up, but if he gets that first one through, he's able to get the combination.
You're right.
Smith does a good job coming right back to the body, but DELOMBA, no quit.
Good round for Nick DELOMBA in that round.
Lazy back. Lazy back. Give me that water.
Okay, I'm asking.
All right. Hey, listen. The best defense is your offense. All right? Don't just stand in front of them because you're letting them work. Let your fucking hands go, baby. Let's go.
Merchandise table.
Pass them on your head.
Let Studios pictures and autographs with tonight's models. It's all experience.
Hey, don't let this kid get confident. All right? Move your fucking hands, man. Let it go. 2s and 3s, 3s and 4s. Let your shit go. But if you're just standing in front of him, he's gonna try and get cute on you. All right? A lot of water.
Great advice there from the corner for Smith. He said, don't let him get confident. Pete, in that second round, you could clearly say as the minutes were going by, Dylan was getting more and more confident. When he was getting confident, he was able to set up his combinations and come forward more.
He was letting him. Jimmy was letting him box and dictate the fight, this and that. And his corner senior, Brian's a great trainer. And he told him, listen, you got to pressure this kid. He's got to make it a dogfight, like he kind of did the first round. You know, take him out of his element, get him nervous, back him up, just like he's kind of doing now. He's got to keep the pressure on him, take this kid out of his comfortable element.
And so far, he's listened to his corner pretty well. And DeLomba wanted a 6-round fight. We'll call it a statement fight here in his first professional bout. Here, both corners very vocal for their fighters.
Looks like he's bleeding a little bit, Jimmy. He just let in with a left hook, and it looks like they hit heads.
So the cut's down to open up under his left eye. Nice jab there again by DeLomba.
Nick seems like he's controlling the fight when he uses that jab.
Big punch there by Smith.
That's it, and that's what he has to do. He has to make it a dogfight.
You see DeLomba now backing up. He comes right back forward.
Finished with the body. And those.
Still a minute and a half left in this round, Pete, and this could be anybody's round.
I agree.
Nice combinations there by Nick. He went upstairs and then back to the body, both with his left hand. It looks a little wild when he comes forward that lead hook.
Yeah. He's working with his jab more, Jimmy. When he uses his jab, he can back Nick up. And that's what he needs to do. If he lets Nick stay on the outside and dictate the fight, Nick will pick him apart all night.
You see that cut now. Really starting to go down the face of Smith. How about that? The first professional fight for both guys, and there's blood on both of them.
Well, they're both fighters, you could tell. I knew this was going to be a dogfight.
You know, and hats off for both guys taking such a tough opponent in your first fight.
Oh, yeah. I was actually surprised when I heard that these two were matching up.
The end of the round here, we're going to listen into the corner of DeLomba.
I know. So watch, stay to the right. Watch the lump. Watch the cut.
He's cutting just like he's getting tired,
Yeah.
man. Keep that pressure on.
All right.
So I got to cut too?
Yeah, don't worry about it. He said keep fighting. Keep moving to your right. Watch out for his right. He's getting desperate now.
All right.
A little bit.
Light him off. Give me that iron swell right there. Yeah. Give me that.
Come on, baby. You gotta stay big. Take a deep breath.
Cut worse than you, baby. Hey, you're breaking him down, Nick. That's good, baby.
Keep moving to your right. You understand? And sit on your punches. Don't hurt him. You gotta be first, man. I know when the fight's
beginning of round 4.
Too much Vaseline on his face. Gotta take a little off.
Got it? All right. All right, here we go.
Halfway through this fight for a pair of professional debut fighters.
Nick's looking good right now from the outside, just pop shotting him, keeping him at the distance.
See DeLomba trying to be the aggressor once again. Pete, Smith's corner hit it right, but the nail right in the head in between the second and third rounds. You can't let this kid get confident. Right now, DeLomba's fighting with a ton of confidence.
Right. And like you mentioned earlier, they're both their first fight. You know, I mean, I don't believe it should go 6. Nick looks good. He looks like the better of the two, but Jimmy looks tired right now. As expected.
That's what DeLomba's corner had said in between last round.
Throwing his punches together, nice there, finishing to the body. He's looking really good.
I think they know that Smith is getting tired. Right now, DeLomba's just firing on all cylinders with these combinations. He's back with a nice trio of jabs. Smith, though, does a good job to exit the danger.
Smith just sitting back, though, letting DeLomba dictate the fight. Letting him pop shot him.
That's really going to happen, Pete, as the rounds go on and they get more tired. Is Smith's going to let DeLomba dictate the fight even more. If he's not going to be able to control the pace or set the pace of the fight, rather, he's not going to be able to be the aggressor.
Just backed him up with 2 jabs there, and that's it. He stopped where he should make it a dogfight there. Get him on the inside, rough him up a little bit, get punches going, but he might be too tired to do that right now.
Final seconds to go here in round number 4.
Good round for DeLomba.
Don't give up, David. Good round. Good round. We'll go get him. Hey, keep chopping him down. Keep chopping him down. Right? Hey, listen. He's really busy. He's gonna fade. He's busy. Gotta go to that body. He'll fade fast still in the round. He's trying to at least. Keep working behind. Hey, yep. Keep working behind that. Put your head back a little bit for a second. So I can get him out. Oh, yeah. Gotta do him in. Nice. More pressure. Maybe I'm over here. Make them up. Just get stopped. Stopped. I got you. Hey, don't let this kid fucking steal this fight from us, all right? Okay. Hey, you worked fucking way too hard to get to this point. Remember what we put in. Remember where we are and what went into this, all right? What the chair.
Good job by Brian in the corner there, trying to pump his fighter up. You know, he noticed he was a little tired in that round. He's trying to pump him up, trying to get him finished strong.
He told his fighter not to let DeLomba steal his fight for him. And we'll see if Smith comes out with that same passion.
Nice jab by DeLomba.
If you haven't trained or sparred at least with DeLomba before, are you surprised by the way he's still punching in round number 5 with his stamina?
No, because he worked me for my last fight. He was one of my main sparring partners, so you know we were going 6-7 every day, strong. So he was keeping up with me, and you know we actually sparred 5 rounds Tuesday for his last sparring, and he did 5 good ones. So I knew he was definitely in shape. I just, you know, you being your pro debut, I know you might be nervous, you might be anxious. That might take a toll on you, but so far he looks good. It's not bothering him, as you can see.
Well, Jimmy Smith came out and controlled the pace in that first round, and since then,
he's landed a couple shots there, though. And Jimmy Smith's doing what he should do. He has to make it a dogfight. Get in there, rough him up.
Joe Lupino deducting a point from Smith for hitting in the back of the head, and that's a tough point to lose if you're Smith.
It is a tough point, but you know you're losing the fight right now anyway. You gotta do whatever you can to try to win.
Final minute and change to go in round number 5. DeLomba still coming forward. That jab is really snapping nice for DeLomba. Nice uppercut.
Yeah, oh yeah, beautiful. Not letting him hold. We're trying to get back, working on the inside. Going to the body, nice. Jimmy fighting back, though. Nice left hook.
Jimmy is tough. He's been taking some punches here, and he just keeps coming right back. Final seconds to go in round number 5 of a scheduled 6-round bout. Nice left hook there by DeLomba.
Good way to finish the round by DeLomba.
Heading into the 6th and final round here between Nick DeLomba and fellow pro debut Jimmy Smith. Let's listen in here to DeLomba's corner.
Remember the Puerto Rican in the water? Look at me. Remember the Puerto Rican fighter? And you let him slide, you know? He's ready to go right now. Go to the body harder. Turn more. You heard him do the power shots. Cover yourself when you're done. Step to the right. All right, give me all you got.
You wanted 6 rounds. Here it is now. Come on.
Jimmy likes it,
Show
man.
what you're all about, baby. Come on. Jimmy, what round is this? 6?
It's the last round, baby.
You gotta get off.
He's gonna come out desperate.
You understand me? All right. You wanted this, baby. Come here. Box his ass off. We got this. Stay still.
Touch him up last round.
Stay still.
Let him go. Keep your hands up and pay attention. Let him move. Work hard. Give his body. He's ready to go. He's ready to go.
We're going to see here Pete Manfredo in the final round. If Nick DeLomba can listen to his corner, go to the body, and take John Smith out of here, Jimmy Smith rather. They said he's ready to go to the body. Let's see if Nick can listen and answer that challenge.
I don't agree with that he's ready to go. I think Jimmy's going to come out here. Jimmy Smith's, like I said, he's a Marine. So he's going to come out, he's going to fight till he dies.
DeLomba fighting with a lot of confidence here. But so isn't Smith. He's taking some punches and he's coming right back. He's not backing down at all.
No, Smith wants to win this fight. And that's what he has to do. Keep roughing him up like this.
Get him on the ropes to keep punching it right now.
That's
Smith.
it. There, nice, beautiful hook.
Landed a nice shot there. Joe Lupino's looking in, making sure his punches are coming in nice and clean, and there you see he was holding the back of the head.
He was bringing him into that right hand. He was holding, pushing him down with the left. I don't believe he should have took a point here. That's a big blow.
Another point deducted from Smith. That's 2 in the last 2 rounds here.
Nick coming right back. Nice 1-2 by Jimmy Smith. Just missed with that right hand.
Now it looks like Smith bleeding above the other eye. And I tell you, Pete, if you're a fan of either fighter or just a fan of the sport of boxing in general, this has been a great fight.
It's been a great fight. You got to commend both guys. I mean, they're both pro debut, both fighting 6 rounds, both fighting their hearts out. There's really, to me, in my eyes, being a fighter, there's no loser here. Unfortunately, one of us has to lose, but to me, in my eyes, there's no loser here. They both fought their hearts out and gave the crowd, so far, the best fight of the night.
And Jimmy Smith bleeding on both sides of his face, still coming forward, looking for that punch to end it. He's been deducted a point in the last 2 rounds, so he certainly knows he needs to land that monster shot to take him out, and he's still looking for it.
He's not giving up. Last 20 seconds, let's see who finishes, who wants it more.
And DeLomba, who doesn't have to fight like this right now, knowing he has the fight if it goes to a decision, still coming forward and still having fun and throwing a lot of combinations.
Great fight.
You're right, there really was no loser. Unfortunately, someone has to lose on the official scorecard, but you could tell by the fans' reaction, everybody on their feet cheering.
Ovation.
Both fighters fought their heart out, and the true winner of this fight is the fans of boxing here watching this, who got to see a great fight by 2 professionals. And as a fan of boxing, being in New England, you have to be really excited about seeing these 2 fighters continue to grow in this sport and getting to see them here in their first pro fight.
It was an exciting night, especially for these 2 guys. And like I said, you got to commend them both. Both pro debuts, both very nervous. A lot of people here. They took the headgear off for the first time and they went 6 rounds. And they didn't go just 6 rounds, they went 6 hard rounds. So they both should get a lot of credit.
You have Jimmy Smith from Portland, Maine, did 2 tours overseas. And Marine Sergeant, his opponent, Nick, nicknamed Nice DeLomba from Cranston, Rhode Island, came out here and looked to be the aggressor, and he was. Smith came out on fire in that first round, and DeLomba just answered every round after that. But credit Jimmy Smith for continuing to come forward. What a heck of a fight. And had he been fighting anybody else other than DeLomba, might be a different story.
I agree.
It's unfortunate that Smith had points deducted in both the 5th and 6th round for illegal punches. Those are rounds that Smith was in.
That hurts him. That hurts him big, especially on the scorecard. So, unfortunately, that's the sport, though. You know. I don't think obviously he didn't do it maliciously. It happens. But like you said, in 6 rounds or whatever, even 4 rounds is bad, but 6 rounds is bad too. It makes a difference on the scorecard.
Looks like ring announcer Bill Carpenter has all of the judges' scores in. So let's send it down to the center of the ring for Bill Carpenter.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 hard-fought rounds of boxing, let's go to the scorecards. Judges Carasone and San Martino both score the bout 59-53. Judge Scungio has it 60-52. All 3 judges scoring for your winner by unanimous decision. Nick Nice DeLomba.